My name is Mr. Atkins, and I will continue in this topic now. Our today's topic is page number 64, topic 4.2.2. The topic is chains, branches, and rings. Let us read what is given in the textbook. The textbook says, in the earlier section, we mentioned the carbon compounds, the methane, ethane, propane, containing 120 carbon atoms. Such chains of carbon atoms can contain many more carbon atoms. The names and structures of 6 of these are given in the table. You have already done this in Cbse. If you remember, in Cbse, you have drawn a similar table for alkane, and for alkyne. So this is given in the book also. Let us go a little down. As you can see, number of carbon atoms 1, 2, 3. Name, this is only given for alkane, right? Only it is given for alkane, such methane, ethane, propane, and so on. Given the molecular formula. What is the molecular formula? CnH, 2n plus 2. Right, so CH4, C2H6, C3H8, and so on. And then they have done the structural formula also. They not given the condensed formula. In fact, we have done the condensed formula also. Right? And I hope you are very much clear with this. So as already discussed all this with you. Okay, so let's move a little further. In the book, they have given in 6 carbons. The hexane molecular formula is given, and then the structural formula is given. I hope you must have drawn the 5 at least in the exams, right? Some of you have drawn the 6, 7, and 8, whatever you can draw in one particular page. Okay, let's continue. So I think this is clear to you. Let's proceed further. But let us take another look at butane. Okay, so now they want to focus on butane. If we make the carbon skeleton with 4 carbon atoms, we see that 2 different possible skeletons are possible. And these are the 2 possible skeletons. Let me explain you this point over here. They are asking us to talk about butane. Because butane can be drawn in these 2 different ways. Let's try over here. Okay, let me first try for methane. See, methane, there is only 1 carbon, so there is no ways possible of drawing it. Let's now talk about ethane. When we talk about ethane, students, ethane is 2 carbons, because each needs 2 carbons when in there is a single bond. You draw it this way, you draw it this way, it's one and the same. There is no changes. When you come to 3 carbon, like propane, you draw 3 carbons like this, or you draw 3 carbons like this, or you draw 2 carbon like this and 1 carbon. All these are same. Because you're starting from 1 carbon, you're going to all the 3. You're starting from carbon number 1, you can touch all the 3. You start from first carbon, you touch all the 3. So these structures are same. That is why the textbook is saying that let us take another look at butane. Because all this starts at butane. ये कुछ किधर से होता है, ये कुछ butane से शुरू होता है. Till butane, till propane. There is only 1 way of drawing it. But from butane, there are more number of ways in which you can draw. a carbon chain. So let's get back. So now, after propane, let's talk about butane. So when we are talking about butane, how many carbons are there? Butane means 4 carbons are there. So you can draw it in this way. Right? That is this one. The first one, straight line, 4 carbons in a straight line. Or else there are different ways. See, I'll show you all differently. If you say, sir, what about this? See, this and this is the same because we'll just start from here, you cover all 4 carbon. You start from here again, you cover all 4 carbon. So there's nothing new. So this is the day. Some of you will draw another structure like this. 1 carbon, 2 carbon, okay, maybe 3 carbon, and another 4 carbon. Again, this structure and this structure is one and the same. Why? Because in this also you go like this and you touch all the 4 carbon, here also you touch all 4 carbon. Okay, this is this too. You getting the point? What is the other way you can draw this 4 carbon chain in a different way? It is like this. You draw 1 carbon, you draw 1 more carbon, you draw 1 more carbon, and the last carbon, now listen carefully. About the last carbon, what you do is you join the last carbon, not here, you draw over here. Either you can do it down or you can make it up. Choice is yours. Okay, so you can either join it over here or over here. It's one and the same. So now this structure is completely different from this. Okay, this you can touch all the 4 carbons when you move from here to here. Here you start moving. Once you reach here, you have to decide whether you have to go straight or down. If you go straight, you lose this carbon. If you go down, you lose this carbon, right? So in this, there is 3 carbons like this. So this structure is completely different from this structure. This is what the textbook is saying. Textbook is saying that when we take a look at a butane, we find the carbon skeleton with 4 carbon atoms. We see 2 different possible skeletons. So 2 different possibilities are this one and this one. So these 2 are the possibilities of the carbon chain. Now, after that, this they filling the remaining valencies with hydrogen. So if you complete one of them with hydrogen, quickly remove these ones, which are only rejected. Okay, selling these with this one, and put hydrogen over here. So how do you put hydrogen in this? 1 valency is already over, 1, 2, 3 is left. So H, H, H. H, 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 and H. See this way? Or you can do it this way also. 1 balance is over, put H, H, H. Here also 1 balance is over, put H, H, H. 3 valencies are over, put 1 H. 1 valency is over, put 3 H. Getting my point? Yeah. And if you count them, you will find that the formula is C4H10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The molecular formula for this one is also there are 4 carbon. And how many hydrogens? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? Both of them have same molecular formula. My students, remember this. Both of them have a different structure, but their molecular formula is the same. This is also butane, this is also butane, because both of them are C4H10. Okay, both of them are C4H10. But this is the straight chain, and this is a branched chain. The 2 different kind of carbon skeletons are possible for butane. So it says, filling the remaining valencies with hydrogen gives us this, and this we have already drawn. Okay, let's continue now. Okay, valency what in book says, it says, we see more that both these structures have the same formula, C4H10. Both of them have the formula C4 fixed in. That we have already seen. Such compounds, when an identical molecular formula that with the same molecular formula but different structures are called structural isomers. So we can, actually see that then you have got butane has both two kind of structures, one with a straight chain like this, with hydrogens completing the allowances. Okay, H, like this. The other structure is like this, 3 carbons and 1 down, but hot choice is yours. Here goes a H. See, 2 possibilities. If you want to draw the condensed version of this, it will be CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. For this, it will be CH3 single bond, CH single bond, CH3 single bond, CH3. So, butane has got, this is C4 etched in, this also is C4 etched in. So these two structures, my dear students, these two compounds, they have identical molecular formula. That means they have same molecular formula, but they have different structures. So these two structures are called structural isomers of butane. What are they called? They're called structural isomers of butane. The point is that both of them are called butane. So how to identify which one we are talking about? So listen carefully. The first one, this one, is called as N-butane. Okay? This is called N-butane. N means normal, straight chain, normal butane. And this one, which is what I'm browsing over here, is called isobutane. It's called isobutane. So what are the two isomers of butane? The two isomers of butane are N-butane and isobutane. N-butane is the straight chain and isobutane is the branched chain isomer. Both of them are the structural isomers, right? So you can ask the question, what are structural isomers of butane? You will see those compounds which have got same molecular formula but have different structural formula are called structural isomers, and the two structural isomers of butane are N-butane and isobutane. Is this point clear? Can we proceed further? Good. Let's proceed further. Oh, here is isomer of benzene. Let's try and join the isomers of benzene. Okay. So the first one, can we drop benzene like this? Benzene means 5 carbons. So we are doing 5 carbons like this. Okay. And we combine the valencies of hydrogen. CH3, CH2, CH2, and CH3. Okay, so this is the first isomer of pentane. You call this isomer as N-benzene because it is a straight chain. This is structural isomer there, straight chain. Now the next one. Let's try drawing the second one. Okay, the second one is okay, we can have like this. Now we are taking 5 carbons in a straight line. We are going to say the 4 carbons in a straight line, and then putting the last one. Well, you can put it over here or here, one the same. Okay, so this way. And let us complete the values. This is CH3, 3 bonds over CH. This is CH3, This is CH2, and this is CH3. Right? So now this is another structural isomer of benzene. Because the structure is different. If 5 carbonyl is straight line, here only 4 carbonyl is straight line and 1 branching. So this is called isobenzene. Okay, this is called isobenzene. Let's try drawing the third isomer of benzene. Let's this time draw 3 carbons in a straight line. Okay, and the next one on top and one on bottom. Definitely this structure is different from these two structures. So this is the third isomer of benzene. Let's combine the hydrogens. CH3, see, because one bond is already over, the other three bonds are occupied by hydrogens if you're drawing in this way. CH3. Okay, and what is the name of this? That is called neobenzene. Okay, what is it? This is called neobenzene. So here we have got 3 isomers. If you see their molecular formula, the first one will be C5H12. Even this one is C5H12. This is also C5H12. So all 3 of them have the same molecular formula, but their structural formula is entirely different. Here, the carbon chain is of 5 carbon. Here, the carbon chain is of 4 carbon. There's 1 branching. This rhyme has got a carbon chain of 3 carbon and 2 branching, 1 up and 1 down. So we have given them 3 names. This one is called benzene, normal benzene. The other one is called isobenzene. Okay, because it's a branching on the second carbon. And this one is a double branching, like a plus structure. Whenever you get a structure like this, you call it neobenzene. Okay, so these 3 are the common names: N-benzene, isobenzene, and neobenzene. So these are the 3 isomers of benzene. Okay, students, let's now move on to the next topic. The next one is ringed compounds. The ringed compounds. So in addition to straight and branch chain, some compounds have carbon atoms arranged in the form of a ring. That means that's why you've got so many nails of carbon compounds possible. Why? Because they can be straight chain, they can be branch chain, or they can be even in the form of a ring. And it gives some examples also, like cyclohexane has the formula C6H12, and they have also given the structure of cyclohexane. Right? Before going on to cyclohexane, let's start with say 1 carbon. 1 carbon, can you make a ring out of 1 carbon? Not possible. 2 carbon, you can only join them like this. So in fact, here also, there is no low ring possible. Now 3 carbons, yes. Is the ring possible? Yes, the ring is possible. So you join them like this. For this carbon, 2 valencies are left. For this carbon, 2 valencies are left. For this carbon, 2 valencies are left. Let's put hydrogen in all the valencies. Okay, so this, my dear students, is called as cyclotropine. Okay, close structure and all single bond to cyclotropine, but don't confuse the molecular formula. There are 3 carbons, C3H6. The doping C3H6 is my alkene. This is all together a different compound. Okay, so you got it cyclotropine. So once you have the word cyclo in front of propane, again, it doesn't really mean the formula for propane. Cyclo means you have to first make the cyclic of closed structure of 3 carbons and then satisfy the valency. Let's talk about the mixed structure like cyclobutane. Then you talk about cyclobutane. It has got how many carbons? It has got 4 carbons like this. 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 carbons. Now let's compete the valencies. HH, 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 and X. So we've completed the balances, right? So this is called cyclobutane C4H. C4H8. Cyclobutane C4H8. Right? Cyclobutane. Then we got one more like cyclopentane. So when they ask you to draw cyclopentane, 5-membering 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? 5-membering 5 carbons in a chain and complete the balances. H. Right? This is cyclopentane C5H10. Now comes cyclohexane. You getting my point? It's very simple. You just have to complete the ring methyl cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane. Now comes cyclohexane. So when we talk about cyclohexane, my dear students, you have to draw 6 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 carbon. Complete their balances. H2, 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 and H2. So this is cyclohexane C6H10. See, this is the structure what the book is talking about over here. C6H12 cyclohexane. Okay, so you draw a hexagon and then compare the balance with the hexagon. Okay, but we have here loads for where it started. It's the all starts from 3 carbons. So you've got cyclopropane, you've got cyclobutane, you've got cyclopentane, and then comes cyclohexane with the molecular formula C6H12, and this is the structure of oxygen. Let us see what the book says next. Book says, can you draw the electron dot structure of cyclohexane? Why not? It's very simple to draw the electron dot structure of cyclohexane. Easy to draw. Next. Straight chain, branched chain, and cyclic carbon compounds all may be saturated or unsaturated. So now we will more complexity is coming. You've got straight chain could be single bond, double bond, triple bond, so many compounds. Then it could have branches. Branches will not get also have single bond, double bond, and triple bond. And then you've got the ring structures which we have seen just now. And in the ring also it could be like single bond, it could have a double bond, and it can have a triple bond. It could have single bond, double bond, triple bond, means it can be saturated or unsaturated. Even the rings can be saturated or unsaturated. And then they talk about a beautiful structure, benzene. Benzene C6H6. Listen carefully, C6H6. Just now we have drawn cyclohexane, it was C6H12. But now, surprisingly, we have got only 6 hydrogens, and this is the structure. So let's discuss the structure of benzene over here. Benzene is C6H6. So you've got 6 carbons, listen carefully. Like this, you've got 6 carbons, but then you've got only 6 hydrogens, so each one of them get 1 hydrogen. Okay, but now you see, if you see this particular carbon, only 3 hands are completed, so 1 valence is left. But this carbon only 3 are over, so all of them have 1 valence is left. So how do you complete that? Listen carefully. See here, I put a double bond over here. So now this carbon is happy because it's got 4 6 now. Even this carbon is happy and got 4 6 though. Okay? So we leave this one, we draw a double bond over here. So we put pointing in double bars. 1 double bond, leave it. 1 more double bond, leave it. 1 more double bond. Okay? So you've got alternate double bonds and alternate single bonds in case of benzene. Benzene, B-E-N, the Z-E-N-E. One of the slogans says, I don't want to put double bond over here. I want to put a double bond over here. No problem, you can put a double bond over here. But then don't put a double bond over here and here. Put a double bond here. So you can even, okay, have three double bond and this position, or at this position. But all of them are called benzene. Benzene is C6H6. If you see your seniors of 11th and 12th, they will find benzene structure drawn like this. See, this is benzene. Here's shot of 34. When you draw benzene like this. But basically benzene is this C6H6, 6 carbons and 6 hydrogens drawn this way. Okay, let's continue. Says all these carbon compounds which contain only carbon and hydrogens are called hydrocarbon. One very, very important question comes over here. The question would be, what are hydrocarbons? So the compounds of carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. Like you've got methane. Right? When we talk about methane, it is carbon, and then there are 4 hydrogens. We can say that methane is a hydrocarbon. In fact, ethane is a hydrocarbon. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, all of them are hydrocarbons. So, for a compound to be a hydrocarbon, there has to be carbon and hydrogen. Okay, so what are hydrocarbons? All those compounds which contain only carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. Okay, and the other one you already know, that this amount is the saturated hydrocarbons are called alkanes. We already know this. Saturated means having got a single bond. So the one which is got a single bond are called alkanes. The unsaturated one which have got one or more double bonds, they are called alkenes, which you have already drawn in CCG. You've drawn alkanes with single bond, you draw alkenes with at least one double bond, and then you have drawn alkynes with at least one triple bond. They're also unsaturated. But you already know which books talk about in this particular paragraph. Okay, so we close the session over here. I hope the session was interesting and you learned a lot of things. See you in the next video. Bye.